With all these random trucks on used car lots, it's hard to choose which one to get that has decent reliability. It's creepy walking around the main-aways, so it's a good idea knowing exactly what you want to get. Also, consider buying from a private seller. I decided to help and make the decision easier for you. Luckily, there are many reliable trucks that you're able to get under 5K. Be sure to do your research before making your purchase. Do not forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Now, let's get to it. First, we have the 2000 Ford Ranger. Now, I usually list out the specs, but I'm just going to put the specs in the bottom left corner of this video of each trucks as I go by them. So these little trucks are very durable and reliable. I recommend getting the stronger V6 over the 4-cylinder. If you love the new Rangers but you can't afford a new truck, why not get the older generation? Kelley Blue Book rates this truck at a 4.3 out of 5 for reliability. This Ford Ranger is costing $3,995, so that's well over the $5,000 budget. Seems to be a very good example of the truck that you could get. It's definitely not in perfect condition, but it looks very clean inside and out. These buttons are missing, but you can't expect a truck at this price to be completely perfect, and these buttons can be replaced. The mileage is at 132,000 miles, and that is not terrible for a truck. The owner just continues to talk about how great the truck works. So definitely not a bad buy. 2004 Ford F150. It was and still may be the best selling truck in America, cause you know, America. Anyways, these trucks were built to last, and if this is the truck you're seeking for a fully equipped one that hasn't been a work truck previously, you may be looking at a higher mileage one. But this one is rated at 4.6 by Kelley Blue Book. It's costing $4,000, and it's pretty surprising. This truck only has 107,000 miles. That's essentially nothing for this truck. He has records on any repairs on it, which is awesome. That's something you want to look at when you're looking for a used vehicle. So he talks about the cosmetic issues, and he's talking about this tear on the seat. It's not beautiful, but it's good for a $4,000 truck. And the rear bumper is bent. That's not great. I don't think it'll deter me for this price of a truck. It's always good whenever the seller has a reason why he's selling it as well. 1999 Mazda B2500. The Kelley Blue Book rating is at 4.4. This truck is very closely related to the Ford Ranger, so the dependability is there. If you like these trucks, I get the Mazda because it is a little bit more unique. This Mazda B2500 is costing $2,800, 130,000 miles. So as well as the Mazda being a close relative to the Ford Ranger, it's also cheaper, you know, a whole $1,000 cheaper, well, $2,000 cheaper. And it looks super clean inside and out. This person, I can guarantee, took care of his vehicle. And this would probably be one of the better buys out of the three I've gone through so far. 2000 Chevy Silverado. This is a solid truck, and it can last well over 200,000 miles. The reliability rating is at a 4.6 out of 5 for Kelley Blue Book. However, the crash ratings aren't too great. It is a truck, however. Overall, it has great dependability, and it's a great truck. This Silverado has 135,000 miles. Like I said before, it is nothing to be scared about. These things are pretty reliable. It is extended cab, so that is awesome. The seller obviously daily drives this, so he must have a reason why he's selling it. You know, there's shit all in the back. I think you should always clean out the car before taking photos when you sell it. Overall, it's a decent truck, and I can imagine that they did take care of it pretty decently as well. 2003 Dodge Dakota. From experience, this truck can take a massive beating. A friend of mine overheated hers at 220,000 miles, and it was still running strong. She kept driving it as it was falling apart, and she has been in multiple accidents, yet the truck still held up. The reliability is a 4.3 out of 5 for Kelley Blue Book. Okay, so we have an 03 Dodge Dakota crew cab, 136,000 miles. Paint looks very nice. if I see this correctly, there's a dent on the side of the bed. Looks like it could actually be popped out. Seats looks to be in good condition. Pretty decently clean for this year of a truck. There's another dent. Okay, that's not looking too great, but you're only spending $2,900 for this truck. That's probably why the price is so low. But depending what you're going to use the truck for, who cares? If it's a work truck, who cares if there are dents on it? Only 136,000 miles. Not that bad. And look, he says perfect for a work truck. 2000's Nissan Frontier. There were a few recalls for this generation. Where it snows a lot, there were recalls for corroding on the terminals on the fuel pump. The less frequent one was automatic shift cable would not work properly and may shift into reverse instead of drive. So if you do get this truck, I'll definitely keep an eye on that. Finally, it was low visibility in the headlights, none of which would be anything to make me not want to buy this truck. Good reliability ratings too. 2000 Nissan Frontier. It has a quad cab, 148,000 miles. That is higher miles than I want to get for this truck because I just don't prefer Nissan. I think they always made the trucks, if it's not the Titan, low quality. But the reliability, as I mentioned before, is pretty decent. You get a lot of room in this truck, and I can imagine that it was taken care of very well. It sounds like a lot of parts have been changed, and they have paperwork for all the new parts, so that's awesome. This is probably a good daily driver. 2001 Dodge Ram. This truck can surpass 200,000 miles without any major work done to it. The engine and truck is very high quality and reliable. This is the reason you see many owners still driving them around as their daily drivers. 2001 Dodge 3500. This is not the Dodge Ram I was looking for the 1500, but I found this one. It's good enough. It is a steak body, whatever that means. I imagine that's what these are. If you're getting this truck for a work truck, I think this is perfect. I wouldn't care at all as a work truck. And it looks pretty awesome with those in the back as well. If you look, you can definitely find the Ram 1500. You just have to be patient. If I had to choose between these trucks, I would grab the Silverado. I like the way this generation looks, and there are many lasting well over 300,000 miles and running strong. It has one of the best towing ratings and decent gas mileage. Go ahead and let me know what you would choose down below in the description. Be sure to subscribe and always appreciate one another. This is Chris with AutoMotivate. Have a great day.